Alright, Dave Knight here, 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Today is Thursday. Hoping we catch something good here. Early bird catches the worm. 1P down move is 43 right now. Looking for it to get through that 51 mark. Continue on down. We plug in today's high right now. 43 is a 1P move. We've already been to the GAN number of 5479. What I want to do is plug in and find out what a 10 or 12P move is right now. 5634. There's 1P move right there. $5,300 would be the bottom target on a 12P move. Looking at GAN numbers right now, we've already been through 5444 was 190. The next down is 5408 from here. Another GAN number. We're going to go ahead and lock in our 10 here. We've already been up. All right, through a 3P, we're going to measure 3P from here. 5476. And that would put it at 5392. Let's call it 5393. We're going to move down to 59. So 48 would have been a 1P move. From this top here. The 2P down move from that top is 5420. And then you see, well, that's down here by S2. We can run the S2 line. Let's go 5399 now. Let's go a 1p move. We're going to move to 49 now. True 1p move to 48 off of 76. Move to 47. And we'll see it break through here now. Alright, 2 trades in plus 18. Let's pause and see if we see anything a little bit later. Alright, so if we plug in today's high at 56.34 right now, what we have seen the market do at this point, according to my spreadsheet, let me pull it over here. Don't normally show it, you know that, but hey, got it, use it. We've been as low as 54.33, and we've been down 7p right now. That's why I was pretty quick at jumping the profit targets today, because I've got a feeling, and this is just the way it works normally, is that there's usually a recovery at some point, even if it's, this is your down that we got right now. Now it could obviously go, you know, shit, it could go down to where I was looking at 53.99 and lower. But you know, you would expect that some buyers would come in the market early. It looks like they've been run out right now, so who knows? Anyway, so long story short, see this bar right here at the 6 o'clock mark. This is an hourly chart, and if we pull out the 10-minute chart, what's trying to form right now is on this low, which you can see this right here at 750. And we took advantage of the 8 o'clock move. That's what I did. And then when it slowed down, I exited pretty much. That's kind of the way I looked at it today, because we had already been down. If we wouldn't have had all of this right up through here coming into the session, I would have been definitely bearish coming into the day. But we've already pushed down considerably, and so I was just trading close to the vest, trying to take as much as I could on one contract. It's been yesterday was the bigger day to catch the bigger trade. Right now I have no idea how far this is going to fall. or how far they'll let it fall, really. Before it gets violent and goes up. Pause. So this is what I call a controlled down move. And just to show you what I'm thinking. I'm not trading it, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here. Need to get that trend line on a little bit better. So you have 3, and it's going to pop up here and go up for a while. Now this one's a little deeper than I expected. And that was a 2p move right to there. And 3p move brings it below. Oh shit. Just never know, do you? If you're trading that too, then I would have been trailing back up here. Looks like we might be going for the S2 line now. And our hourly charts are showing S2 right there. It's at 53.94. But the down move is not in a free fall. But it's still a nice move. Got too close to it, I guess. As always, if I would have held 49 instead of 47, I'd still stay in this one. Alright, pause. We'll see what we see a little bit later. I'm out. Alright, so here's the exit between 22 to 23. Trailing 23 behind once it reached 2p. And it went down to 5,400. So 22.23 would have been your exit. Coming off of this, we went to 5,400. And so max profit on trade today was 71 from 23. So we left 48 ticks. So it would have been a plus 50 tick day, less 6, than 42. And we got 18. So obviously there's work to be done. But I'm winning a lot more than I'm losing now, trading 3 times in a day. I don't know if I'll take that 3rd trade on today. I'm up 500 on the week right now, considering I've been very conservative on my trade entries and also taking profit. I get closer to the max profit in a given day. Every time I get closer to max profit, that's a winning for me. So looks like I left about 30 ticks on the table today. Got a little too close, as I seem to do. Probably should have held. If I, hindsight's always 20/20. You understand what you did before. So moving that through to 7, and probably should have stayed at 49 instead of 47. Then I would have been able to pull out 23. Somewhere in that area between 20 to 23, I'd have been coming out of this trade. All right, pausing. All right. So I didn't take the third trade on, and you can see the market. Here's a high blue bar volume, but it's failure. So basically left 30 ticks on the table. Could have been a plus 48, plus 50 day on 2 trades. But I didn't like the way it stair-stepped down, but I could have done better. And of course I didn't catch, I'm not going to trade along between S2 and S1, just not going to do it without having volume to kick behind it. And it really wasn't a lot of volume on the other side to stop it, other than, this is probably some kind of event here. We'll find out later. That sent the market up. Trump probably tweeted something. But the market got very violent all of a sudden right here. It was coming up. It was making a GAN 4th time through down here. I had to set it up where I was looking for it. Here was 1, 2, 3. And it was setting up that 4th one to come down right there. And I was looking to short right in here. And then it zoomed on up. So something's up. Recognize when you're wrong and stand aside. So I'm wrong. I was looking for the market to, first off, I was looking for a GAN 4th time through on this one, even though it was a real, an escalating, it didn't really look good, so I left it alone. Then I started looking at this. We had 1, 2, 3 right here, and I was getting involved right here at 51. That's where I wanted to get in and ride it down to the lows, because with just looking at this right here, this was setting up a perfect GAN 4th time through to head on down. And what I did, as soon as it crossed over the 62 mark, got up to 63, 64, I exited this trade. So right here was the exit on this part. I cleared out my open order at 51 and did not take on that 3rd trade. And I don't know exactly what happened, but something spooked the market. Well, I shouldn't say it spooked it. It made it go up. I know the Dow Industrials, I believe, are up on the session. Don't really pay much attention to what's going on in the rest of the market, other than I have the CNBC app that keeps, and I just keep my eyes on where the general markets are. But something's definitely up. Yeah, when this move right here, you don't want to really short, is what I'm going to get at right now. This kind of negates what I was looking at on the short side. So I'm going to get rid of some trend lines here. I need to get rid of my trend lines from yesterday too, by the way. But I'll do that later. Something's up though when you see this. There is a head and shoulder pattern trying to form here, but it looks like it's this looks like something is up here. This is what things look like when there's an event. It moves very quickly. So I would assume something is out in the market right now. We'll find out a little bit later on what that something is. I'm going to pause here, and then we'll talk about what that something that drove this market up here in a little bit. Now, this is a news-related event. You can't trade the news, by the way. I mean, there's no way you could trade this. I know that Louis Dewey Pudding Pie says that you can, but that's just BS. If you're trying to trade the news, you're going to be late to the party. You might have got in up here and then got stopped out here. Here was the GAN fourth time through coming the other way that I was looking at. And it finally broke through here, but it went down deeper than I expected. So I was thinking that we'd go up, and I was right about that. I thought we'd go up around here somewhere. And it went down a little deeper than I thought, because this looked like a rounded bottom, and it went down a little deeper. And then you see this right here. And this whole move right through here was all a controlled up move that could have sent the market down, and then you had this right here. And this negates all that right now. This is a highest blue bar volume, but it ends up being failure. So it was stop running. You always know what it is after the fact. So this is stop running here. So now we're trading between S1 and pivot, you would think. So I'll keep my eyes on it and let you know what I see, if anything. But I'm quite satisfied with 2 trades and plus 18. Max profit, once again, with 2 trades would have been around 30 ticks more here. So it would have been around plus 48. Minus 6 on the first trade. Plus 54, I believe, on the... anyway, so coming out with plus 56, but yeah, 54, 48, yeah. Coming out with plus 48 on 2. Talk to you in a little bit. All right, took a shot at it right here. We have 1, 2, 3 set up. Very tight stop, just in case it runs back up. Trade 3. All right, did not run there. Ideally, the entry point would have been, it should have been about 16. There's a 1, 2, 3 set up here, finally. So let's just see what happens here. I saw it a little bit too late. It moved a little bit too fast for me. I didn't see this quick enough, and I did see it. I got involved in it right here, and I wanted to see it drop fast and quick. So I would I'd be protecting right at the 16 mark though, or 15. Really don't want to be on the 5, so I probably would protect right there at 16. Because I really don't want to see this go up at all right now. I'd make sure to take something away from this now. I'd look at this. Plus, we'd hold 14. Very tight stop here. Expecting the market that if there's strength, if there's any weakness, now it's going to come, and if not, then you want to exit quickly. Alright, I'll pause here and let you know how this turns out. Alright, so if I would have seen this earlier and been a little bit quicker on the draw, 14 was never hit, and we're trailing behind here, expecting the market to shoot up quickly at any point. So, you know, I'd pretty much tell you to trail on the blue line now. Take as much profit as you can on this trade. So we're going to be trailing behind here. Eventually we'll get stopped out because it'll hit the blue line. But if it does continue to fall, we're good. But 16 should have been the entry, and I didn't see it quick enough to be able to get a hold of it. A 1, 2, 3 setup, and then it held. Never hit 16. Now you're just at 17. So here's 16 right there. So you're just going to trail behind on the blue line. In fact, at this point in time, I'd tell you that you'd be on S1 now. One tick under S1. So this was, no, I don't know what to say other than I can be better. I saw it, but actually I did not see this quick enough to be able to take it. It's a very, very quick head and shoulders pattern. It took less than a minute to form, and I just didn't see it fast enough. And I didn't want to risk a lot where I was at. Went up to 12 when I was in at 9 or 10. So I got close to holding on. Just like today, I got close to holding. So if I could do a little bit of minor correction on my trade, looks like I'll be just good, or golden as the old saying goes. Alright, I'll let you know how this one turns out. Be back later. Alright, it's a pretty solid drop here. I would tell you to get on top of something. Here's the last break point, 5 over that. We'll put it at about 78. We're going to move down to 79. This is how I would handle this particular trade right now. I'd look at this break point here and I'd hold here to see if there's any further. And if we go down here, I'm going to move on top of this now. Expecting a violent move to come the other way. At any point, we'll use this break point now, plus 5. It would be 51. Excuse me, that's not correct. 71. Expecting the market to break the other way quickly. So this is how I do it. I just keep practicing and keep building confidence, and eventually I'll start catching these again. I'll start getting in tune with the market and get closer, see things quicker. There we go. It looks like it ran it out right there. Not a bad little trade right there. 55.16 to 54.71. If I would have been able to and I'm good with that, because I'm expecting a violent move to come back the other way here. This is kind of a correction entry off of this move up. So what I believe will happen here now, we're going to do this and go back maybe up to here. So we got a corrective entry that people missed. because of this up move right there. And they know that there's some demand right in this area, and they get ready to send it back up this way at some point. Now, where that point is, I don't know, but you would think that there was a reason behind why that bar went up to start with. Alright, so that's going to do it for my trading today. Falling behind. Obviously, I could have made a lot more if I'd have been a little bit better on my trades. Would I have taken this trade on if I'd have caught all 48? Perhaps. Perhaps not. I don't know if I'd been looking at the market. If I would have taken, this profit out down here on this move back up, I don't know if I'm looking at this up here at the end of, I'm probably done on my trading day. So if I had seen this a little bit quicker, I mean, it was a very fast movement market all the way up. And this formed inside of a minute. So I just didn't see it fast enough to be able to take advantage of it. There you can see it's moving up now. Alright, that's going to do it for me. This is Dave now here from 123 Day Trade. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I finished up plus 19 ticks on 3 trades. Not a bad day, but obviously I could have done a lot better. I am up over 500 on the week though, so that's a good thing. I might not even trade tomorrow. Take a 1 tick trade and be done on the day, and take my gains and trade for the next week. Talk to you later.